TGIF, everybody. Welcome to a brand new, all new, in or out, pun intended. And as you can see, I'm going with a beard because it's, what is it? No Shave November for prostate cancer. So I'm giving you my werewolf realness right now. It's kind of itchy, so I don't know how long this is gonna last, but I'm going for like this whole like homeless chic look today. I got my Enravio t-shirt, I'm wearing the jeans, I'm doing very casual Friday here for you. Anyway, we got a big show for you. Jaysin Voxx is on the program. We're excited to have him. He's gonna be Skyping in to us from Las Vegas live, so be sure to stay tuned. He's coming up later on in the show. As always, I have amazing entertainment news stories for you today. Everything from another rant from Mr. Alec Baldwin on his homophobic remarks. And then we go to some Real Housewife dirt. Ava Longoria's getting naked. I got everything for you. And of course, I have a guy for us to oogle and Google over. So be sure to keep watching. It's a big show today. Yesterday was the Great American Smokeout. You can actually find out more about it on the Dear Dad show in the archive. They aired last night for you, and it tells you everything about it. So I am totally like pumped up on nicotine today with a patch. I got the inhaler, I have the gum, I'm going out of my mind. So here's to almost day one of trying not to smoke. It's so far, I'm a little rocky. But we're gonna give it a whirl, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated. So if you wanna join me in this endeavor, please do. Let me know what's working for you. So if I gain, 10 to 15 pounds, you know why, okay? Anyway, so we got a big show coming up. I want you to join me in the chat box, or you can tweet me at @OnlyMattMartin using hashtag pun intended, and ask Jaysin, Jaysin, if you have a question for Jaysin. I'll be sure to get to your questions today and ask him while we have him. I've gotten a lot of your questions already, so stay tuned. Your question could be asked tonight. But again, if you want to ask Jaysin a question, be sure to tweet me and let me know what your question is for Jaysin. Also, you can call in at any time. The number is 1-855-446-7284. If you have a comment or anything, you just want to shout out, feel free to give us a call. We love your calls. I love your comments. What else is going on? This week's been a little crazy for me. I've been all over the place, like mentally. I thought I was having a breakdown on Tuesday, and then Wednesday was an interesting day. And then last night I went out and did some karaoke and let off some steam. And we got a big month coming up. And I've been thinking about it all week. And I think that's why I'm going a little crazy with Thanksgiving coming up. Thanksgiving Eve, the biggest drinking night of the year practically besides New Year's Eve. So I'm trying to figure out what am I doing for New Year's Eve. Normally I stay in with my family, we have a good old time, we play some games, adult games, if you know what I'm saying. That sounds really weird now. Yeah, that sounds really weird. With my family, I'm playing adult games. Yeah, no, it's more of the alcoholic content, beer pong in the kitchen, staying up late, and then waking up the next morning, putting the turkey in, and going back to sleep. So I want to know what you guys are doing for Thanksgiving, so feel free to write the show. It's talkshow at onlymattmartin.com. I want to know what you guys are doing, and if you have a crazy tradition or you know somebody that has a crazy Thanksgiving tradition, I want to hear about it. I want to know what everyone else does in this crazy world that we live in. Anyway, up next we have entertainment news, and later on in the show, Jaysin Voxx. So stay tuned. You're watching In or Out, pun intended, here on Enravio.com.
putting it off and start painting it up today at Ben's Paint Station, featuring Benjamin Moore paints, Sickens, wood finishes, paints, and professional paint supplies, ideal for contractors and homeowners, stain paints and epoxies, family owned and operating, in business for over 55 years, professional and experienced help, located at 2 locations, 55B Route 25, Coram, Long Island, New York, and 1495 Plaza, Montauk Highway, Mastic, New York. Call them at 775-7435 and 775-8135. Ben's Paint Station, featuring Benjamin Moore Paints. Log on to the Enravio Advertisers page today.
Enravio.com.
East End Screen Printing and Embroidery. Shirts for as low as $3 with print. 631-281-TEES. That's 631-281-TEES. 1355F Montauk Highway, Mastic, Long Island, New York. Go to eastendsilkscreenprinting.com for more info.
Hanging with the cool kids at Enravio.com.
Hey guys, it's Christine from Backwater. Tune in every Saturday night from 7 to 9 for music history, musicians' birthday blocks, trivia time, and the best alternative music around. Saturdays at 7, only on Enravio.com, broadcasting to the world.
Sud City Car Wash, Montauk Highway in Mastic, Long Island, New York. $9.99 early bird special Monday through Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. Phone 395-6114. Sud City Car Wash. Hand washes, hand waxes, and detailing. Interior cleaning, brushless, car wash club. Simonized products. Sud City Car Wash. Montauk Highway in Mastic, Long Island, New York.
Welcome back to In or Out, pun intended. It's time for entertainment news. Bam. Okay, so we have a huge show today, and this entertainment segment, I got quite a bit of dirt for you. You know, I was doing my research this week because we have everything for you. So let's just get right to it. Okay, so first up on the bill, the always crazy and now turning to like a Mel Gibson is Alec Baldwin, as he's tried to laugh off controversy surrounding his homophobic comments by declaring his love for another man at a tech conference in San Francisco. Quote, and this is kind of ironic, I want you to be my lover, Matt. I love you, Matt. I love you in that way. So the irony is, yes, I am having him talk to me, as he quoted this, but then he went back to playing the victim again, reflecting on the public's response to last week's video. The Associated Press quotes Baldwin as saying, and this is the quote, there is a drive-by justice to the internet society. They indict you, convict you, and hang you all on the same day. But our Silver Fox Anderson Cooper has called out Alec for his unforgivable behavior as their war of words continues. So I actually got a video for you. So we're going to go to that video, and we're going to discuss after we get back.
You say he's a homophobic bigot. Why?
Because when you use the term sea-sucking fag to another human being in rage and anger, to put that person down, you are thinking of the worst thing that you can say to that person to demean them and to debase them in public in front of you. And that is, I'm afraid, a textbook case of being homophobic. I don't know what else would merit such a thing. I mean, it is the most homophobic thing you can do, to actually yell at another human being to try and put them down in public as a fag.
And he says he didn't use that word fag. Originally he said tweeted fathead, but even if that is the case, the first word he used is obviously, to use it against another guy is clearly an anti-gay statement.
And this isn't the first time. And when he tweeted about this, I mean, I must say, these paparazzi are horrifying, and I'm not defending them at all. But when you also say about another gay journalist that you want to stick your boot up their backside,
well, here's
and
what
you're
he
right
actually,
to do that. Sorry, go on.
He said about that guy, about a UK journalist, he said, I'm going to find you, George Stark, you toxic little queen, and I'm going to F you up. And then he said he wants to put his foot up the guy's backside, but the guy would probably enjoy it too much.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but that is textbook schoolyard homophobia. It's disgusting bullying, and it's about telling that person they're an inferior human being because they're gay. I'm sorry. Now, look, I'm in favor of anybody being able to say whatever they want. And I certainly am against hate crime laws, and I'm not a thought police guy. I just don't think you can say that and have it in public and then claim that you're pro-gay or you're a big liberal progressive. I mean, come on. If a conservative had said that, they would be finished.
Well, and I've tweeted about this as well, and he's attacked me for various tweets that I've said. My point is, and I agree with you, anybody can say anything they want. If he wants to yell, sucking fag to people on the street, if he wants to call people toxic little queen, but then don't lie about it afterward and claim you didn't know this was an anti-gay slur. If you're, I don't know how old he is, in his 50s or whatever, if you've attained that great age and you don't know that the word, calling a guy a toxic little queen, reference.
So pretty much Anderson Cooper was all out and ready to call him out. I give Anderson 10 huge gay points for that one. I mean, I can't even believe how much, I mean, I saw it in the chat box. I'm looking up at you guys right now. What did you write? What a scumbag to say that, Snookykins wrote in the chat box there. I can't even believe Alec Baldwin. He's going on these tirades, like I was saying before, like Mel Gibson with his anti-Semitic Jew remarks, and now we have Alec Baldwin. You know, who knows? But the video continued going on. What was this? Blah, 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 blah. Hold on one second. I'm so sorry. Okay. Anderson Cooper also drew out the idea that the homophobic slurs are uniquely okay in American society. After all, he noted Baldwin hasn't suffered any sort of consequences that Paula Deen did. Cooper also says if Alec Baldwin had yelled the N-word at a photographer or yelling an anti-gay slur, it'd be over. The CNN anchor and 30 Rock star have traded barbs, as was the case this summer when Anderson Cooper criticized Alec Baldwin for calling a reporter a toxic little queen, and Alec Baldwin mocked the manner and added that Cooper had came out of the closet. We all know this already, so it's not like you're doing any profound gesture, Alec. If past precedented can be true, Cooper's critique of Baldwin's language is not likely to be the end of this story. So if you're not following them on Twitter, follow them, because I have a feeling I'm going to give you an update next week. Anyway, next up, on some little bit of drama, Jill Zarin is trying to save Teresa Giudice. Teresa is from the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and along with her husband, Joe, were hit with 2 new fraud charges earlier this week, which brings the total to 41 charges, but is now working with crisis manager Wendy Feldman of Custodial Coaching, thanks to Jill Zarin, apparently. Teresa and I met through the Real Housewives. Feldman has quoted to the E! Network, I'm sorry. Jill is one of my closest friends. We don't have a working relationship, but she's still the one that connected Teresa and myself. What I do with Teresa and Joe is what I do with a lot of celebrities in crisis management. People going through this need a shoulder to lean on and who understands the process. So Feldman acts as her publicist, and as her crisis manager, she's helping her out with her brand. She's also going to be helping her out with the show when it starts up again in a few weeks, season 6 of Real Housewives of New Jersey they're referring to. Joe and Teresa pleaded not guilty to the 2 new charges, which are loan application fraud and bank fraud, during their arraignment at federal court in Newark, New Jersey yesterday. Jill wants to help. Meanwhile, Bethany has made it clear to Teresa that she is getting what she deserves, apparently. Most thought today was, my first thought, oh my goodness, guys, I'm having problems with reading. It's the lack of nicotine. My first thought today was, oh, if I weren't on reality TV, none of this would probably ever be exposed. It's kind of funny how certain people are like a moth to a flame. It's almost like not that you want to get caught, but people who love to be in the spotlight often have a lot of skeletons in their closet. It's just an interesting thing, as quoted by Bethany. As you know, I do know Teresa personally, and I feel for her. I feel for her family. A lot of people have, they're either a lover or a hater of Teresa. The lovers and the haters have both made her very successful, you know, as an author and an entrepreneur with all her ventures that she has. You know, a lot of people are also saying, you know, if you have 41 counts of federal indictments against you, you got to be guilty of something. So basically, we're just going to have to stay tuned and see what happens. They're due back in court February of next year for all of these charges. So I'll let you know what's going on. I'll keep you informed. But Bethany has also made my entertainment news today. Bethany's daytime talk show remains in the bottom 5 of the ratings pile, and now that the former Real Housewife in New York will find out in the next few weeks if her show will live or not get renewed. There have been a lot of rumors about how her ratings aren't doing so well. She's like panicking. She saw a small win for the week ending October 27th when she led ratings in the women 25 to 54 demographic, which she maintained in the recent ratings, and also won its time period among women 18 to 34 in 3 of the top 6 markets. So she's kind of getting, you know, a slow progression. But overall, the show is not performing well and is in extreme danger of not getting picked up for a second season. A quote I got from an inside source is, "It's my understanding that Fox is waiting to see the November sweep numbers to make a determination." And that's, you know, we're a few weeks away from November. So a couple weeks back, she had Omarosa on. I reported about it on here. If you missed that, you can go watch it in the archive. And, you know, that drew a lot of press around her show. So I don't know exactly how many people watched it live, but I know that it spiked on her YouTube channel. And, you know, so we'll see. I have my fingers crossed. A lot of people are either obsessed with Bethany or not. But basically, I'm reading what you guys have got here in the chat box. Snookykins wants to yank the show. I'm not sure about all these spin-offs. Yeah, Bethany was cool before. I agree. Not so much lately, though. Let me know. What do you guys think? Do you even watch the show? Let me know if you watch the show. Tweet me. Hello, pun intended. Want to hear about it. All right. Speaking of housewives, Lisa Hutstein from Real Housewives of Miami, they just had their explosive season, and in the reunion, the 2-part reunion that finished up last week, Lisa and Joanna were going back to back over and over about who did this, accusing one of being an escort and another one of being an escort. Well, Lisa has flashed everything, quite literally, for all of Playboy 3 times. But this picture you're seeing now is her now. The next photo is her in all her glory. It's shown up on the website for Gold Cub, which is a San Francisco strip club. A source revealed it's her with her old boobs in the photo. A rep for Lisa claims that the photo was stolen and that she has never worked at the club. Meanwhile, an unrelated video of Lisa, her maiden name is Lisa McKay, surfaced on a porn site recently. I mean, look at this cover. I mean, woof. The housewife did not deny the video and revealed there's nothing wrong with being nude. You know what? I don't really give a crap that she posed naked. You know, she got paid for it. She did her job. It's not like, you know, she's taking a cucumber and putting it in places and letting the world see. So, I mean, who really gives two craps? I don't. Let her be naked. Her body's freaking gorgeous. And it just goes to show, just because her husband's a plastic surgeon doesn't mean that she's had all this crazy work done. Anyway, so speaking of nude celebrities, Eva Longoria stripped down naked and got bedazzled in crystals. Look at this. This is for the latest cover of Elle Spain. Wearing only strategically placed Swarovski crystals, the 38-year-old admits she was a bit nervous beforehand. Her quote is, "I was very excited that they thought of me for such a special edition. The only fear I had before doing the crystal cover was being so naked. Not being able to cover anything made me feel very insecure." I think she looks fierce. What do we think? I love Eva Longoria. I think it's shocking to me that she's just, you know, naked. Woof. Anyway, speaking of naked and crazy, sexy Josh Brolin is in rehab. What will Barbara Streisand say? Oh my goodness. Josh Brolin is 45 and seeking help for substance abuse. Sources exclusively confirmed to Us Weekly. He realized he needed help and is committed to his sobriety, an insider tells Us Weekly. Brolin was recently caught getting into a drunken fight at O'Brien's Irish Pub in Santa Monica, California, Saturday, November 2nd. Brolin and his now ex-wife, Diane Lane, split in February 2008 after 8 years of marriage. So I wonder, you know, if it had something to do with this substance abuse. Who knows? Anyway, back to gorgeous females. Posh Spice has tweeted a few photos of herself donating piles and piles of secondhand clothes to charity. I absolutely love Victoria Beckham. Just got to put that out there. Anyway, she pulled from her designer closet and supported the British Red Cross shop drop for the Philippines. The collection will go to the Red Cross and will go on sale at the Red Cross shop in Old Church Street in Chelsea today. Amongst the items she donated were a couple of matching outfits worn at the Venice Film Festival in 2006, some of David Beckham's baseball caps, and as you can see here, 100 pairs of her shoes. Can you imagine the price tag on that closet right there? She tweeted out, sitting on one of the large boxes expected to be delivered, proud to support the British Red Cross shop drop, donating clothes for Haiti survivors. High-end survivors, excuse me. So, good for her. And you know what? I'm happy for her. I'm excited about it. I just wish I had that many shoes. That's the only thing I'm a little jealous about. Anyway, Kim Kardashian is also auctioning off her clothes on eBay to raise money for the victims of the typhoon, but she will only give 10% of the sales to charity. The proceeds will go directly to the communities that they're serving in the Philippines and will help typhoon survivors get access to medical care and ultimately save lives, she wrote. My prayers and thoughts are with those affected by the typhoon. Check out my eBay auction here and support those who need our help in the Philippines. Can you believe that? Okay, can you full screen this image for me? She is selling this dress, what is that number? $103.49. So basically, she's going to donate $10. that's insane to me. You know, like, does she really need the money? Like, let's be honest. Just give the money completely away and move on. But when a buyer clicks on the item, the disclaimer appears saying that the 10% of the final sale price will go to support IMC. It is unclear where the other 90% of the money is going. I'm guessing to Kris Jenner. Anyway, Lindsay Lohan, our Long Island Lolita, is back in the news, and she is trying to be on her best behavior even when the cameras aren't rolling for her upcoming reality show on OWN. Part of the show is to cover Lindsay breaking her addiction to alcohol, something she's discussed candidly during her interview with Oprah over the summer. So it's nice to hear she is practicing what she preaches. The Gossip Table on VH1 learned that Lindsay spent Saturday night at one of her favorite New York City haunts, One Oak, and I love that place, just as an FYI, for a friend's birthday celebration. While the festivities lasted into the wee hours of the night, Lindsay apparently did not touch a drop of alcohol. So good for her. It's really amazing to see that she's trying to maintain her sense of sobriety and put her life back together. I can only give her a kudos for that too. It's just a shame one of, pun intended's former outholes, her mother, Dina Lohan, is just a wonderful role model. Because Dina Lohan was in court today for her DUI case, and the judge has ordered her to undergo a psychiatric evaluation. I love it. I love it. She is bat bleep crazy, like absolutely crazy. So the mother of Lindsay Lohan appeared in court in Hempstead, New York, yesterday with her lawyer, Mark Heller. Dina was arrested for being pulled over for driving 77 in a 55 zone in Nassau County on September 11th, as I previously reported, and was found to have a blood alcohol level of 0.20. That is more than double the legal rates. So, fool. Just fool is all I can say. The judge will decide on a sentence after reviewing the report following the evaluation. Lohan will have another court date scheduled for January 7th, so you know I'll be letting you know what happened there. Her lawyer, Mark, spoke outside of the court saying, and I quote, "Everything went well in court today. Dina and her family are poised for a very joyful Thanksgiving holiday, and we're very confident that when we come back to court on the next day, we're going to have a very good resolution." Then they drove off in a Rolls Royce. I can't. Speaking of somebody who rides around in a Rolls Royce, we might be seeing him on our streets a lot more often in New York City. The British are coming. The British are coming. Simon Cowell, the TV competition mogul, is looking to set up shop in the Big Apple so that he can spend more time with his baby boy when the little tyke arrives, due in February. Sources close to Cowell say that the baby mama, who is a drama queen in and of herself, Miss Laura Silverman, exclusively says that the X Factor judge recently put his $20 million Beverly Hills pad on the market because he plans to look at buying a place in Manhattan. Once X Factor is done, maybe in January, he'll probably start looking more seriously, says a source who expects Cowell to spend less time in LA, where he keeps a backup pad once X Factor wraps up in mid-December. Right now, Silverman and her 7-year-old son are living in this Upper East Side apartment she moved into this past September following her separation from real estate developer Andrew Silverman, who also, ironically enough, happens to be Simon Cowell's best friend. So that love triangle is just salacious. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, Lauren's current digs aren't thought to be sufficient enough for her and her son Adam, Cowell's yet born to be son, and Cowell himself when he's in town between working in LA and London, where he signed on earlier this week to do X Factor UK through 2016. So let's see what Simon ends up buying in Manhattan, and we'll surely be seeing him riding around town in a Rolls Royce with a pacifier in queue, coming to you this February. Anyway, on to some interesting news. Brittany Murphy, love her, miss her deeply, is making the news. There's a reported controversy now that's surrounding her death. We have that video? Do you have it in the net? Okay. But her dad answered some really hard questions on his interview on the gossip table. Some of the questions are, why is it taking so long for you to get further test results done? His answer was legal proceedings. Will the case be reopened, he was asked, and he answered, we don't know, but we are going to force it. Another question here is, would Brittany want you doing this or just leaving it alone? Which a lot of people have been saying, like, just let it go. But yes, of course, she would want this to be looked into, excuse me. And she was too young to die. It wasn't a natural death. So I don't know. What do you guys think of this? I don't know. I had mixed feelings. Personally, I think we have a right to know what happened to her. And it might, cause some peace to the family to find out exactly what happened to her. Rumors are going around that she was poisoned. So, I mean, who knows? But, as the story unfolds, of course, keep tuning in here and I'll let you know. Snookykins put in the chat box, her husband died a year later. That's true. It was 5 months later, if we're going to look that up and check for you, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And the other question, so who has legal recourse? Honestly, if she was being poisoned, we'll find out, and that person will obviously be held responsible. And then obviously the medical examiner, I'm assuming, will also be held responsible for not giving the correct form of death. She died 2009, December 20th. And we're looking it up for you now. I'm trying to find it. I'll let you know as soon as my producer finds out for me. Okay. But next up is the hottie patati of the day. So get your drinks and start sipping because I am going to oogle and google over this one. Pun intended style. Nick Simmons, the Brad Pitt of track and field, is proving once again why he's the man to watch in 2014. But I'm starting early because this is going to be my holiday treat. And this is for you, pun intended style. Holy crud. That is just, I've never heard of this individual before, but he went full Monty at the beach. Oh my goodness. Can we just have a moment? Holy cow. So, God bless him. Let me know what you think. Keep drinking. Anyway, after winning a silver medal in the men's 800-meter race, which is 2 laps around a track, in case you were wondering, in Moscow this summer, Nick jetted back to Los Angeles and had this photo shoot taken with celebrity and fine art photographer Stephen Wida. He's the guy who made Pamela Anderson happen, just so you know. And the photos are just simply sensational. Can you tell that to me again? I'm sorry. Brittany Murphy's husband died May 23rd, 2010, and she died that December of 2009. So it was a very interesting coincidence. That's for you, Snookykins. Okay, but we also got a video of him speaking out about LGBT-related issues. So let's hear that real quick.
I've always been very vocal of any inequalities that I see, and in America, particularly, with gay marriage being, a very heavy subject. I spoke out adamantly about, treating people with equality and having equal rights. Here in Russia, obviously, my First Amendment right to free speech doesn't necessarily apply, and I understand that Russia has the right to govern their people the way they see fit. That being said, there's some serious atrocities being committed here by denying people the right to protest, the right to organize, and ultimately say that they don't disagree with certain things in this country. And last night I dedicated the medal to my friends, my gay and lesbian friends back in America, and that's about as far as I'll take it. I've said that I like to keep politics and sports separate. We're out here to compete. We've trained, all year for this event. As much as I can, I would like to just represent America on the track and now be a spectator and cheer on my teammates. And then when I get back to America, I can really continue to champion the cause.
You can move to America and have free speech. I will personally be there to walk you to immigration, and then I will walk you back to my house, and you're welcome to stay with me as long as you need. So Nick, hallelujah, you're getting a huge in or out, pun intended, salute, pun intended. Anyway, that's it for entertainment news. Up next on the bill, what you've all been waiting for, Jaysin Voxx is Skyping in from Las Vegas. We're going to hear all about him and his music career. And his new single, Cause Everything, is climbing up the charts. So we're going to be right back. You're watching In or Out, pun intended.
InRavio.com.
Hey, dude, it's me again. Village Music Shop in Mastic. Anyway, you all know my dog, Mr. Big. Yeah. Well, dudes and dudettes, Village Music Shop has been in business for over 37 years, serving musicians with the best products and service around. Oh, they have private lessons on all instruments and in all styles of music in their new state-of-the-art digital teaching studios, with the excellent sales and service of guitars, drums, school band instruments, amps, PAs, as well as sheet music, books, and accessories. Basically, dudes, everything musical. Right, Big? Yeah. Chill out. Village Music has rentals on all instruments, even PA systems for your parties and barbecues. Oh, cool. Dudes, Village Music Shop never has a sale on stuff because every day our prices are lower than all the competition. Stores, internet, whatever, guaranteed. Yeah. So come to Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Phone 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Anyway.
InRavio.com.
Oil City Skate Park, Long Island's only indoor skate park. Skateboarding, BMX, inline skating, open 7 days a week. Nearly 150 decks by Baker, Flip, Girl, Chocolate, Real, Plan B, Crimson, Zero, Element, DGK, Bogata, and more. The best in tees, hoodies, wallets, trucks, wheels, bearings, t-shirts, hats, and DVD. New York's largest Santa Cruz dealer. Introducing Jark Skateboards, Europe's best-selling deck. Oil City Skate Park, 3565 Maple Court, Oceanside, New York. Phone 516-442-0706 or go to www.oilcitysk8.com for more info.
InRavio.com. Welcome to the future of radio. InRavio.
Hey, this is Chuck from the Two Guys and the Chick Show. Check us out Wednesday nights from 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time, where we talk about stupid news, email bag, and all-around BS. Two Guys and the Chick Show, only on Enravio.com, broadcasting to the world.
What are you waiting for? Everyone else is advertising on the internet. Shouldn't you? Tired of small returns on phone books, newspapers, radio ads, TV ads, coupon books, direct mail? Everyone is on the internet every day. Advertise on the internet for as low as $100 a month. Over 250,000 impressions per month on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Enravio.com, and more. Go to the Advertise With Us page on Enravio.com and get started today.
Welcome back to In or Out, pun intended. Hello, it says entertainment news there for you. It's all right. Anyway, so as promised, and I've been telling you all week, Jaysin Voxx is going to be on the program. Are we ready? I've been getting your tweets and your Facebook posts. So without further ado, Jaysin, how are you, buddy?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Oh my gosh, it looks nice and sunny there in Las Vegas.
Yeah, actually, I've been hearing you say Vegas. I'm in LA right now. So
Oh my goodness, I thought you were in Vegas.
I move around a lot. So,
Okay.
You know, busy boy.
Well, hey, it's sunny in California there for you. What do you got, orange trees behind you?
Yes, orange. I love oranges, and exactly. Yep, sunny California.
Awesome. So, coming to us live from California, Jaysin Voxx. So, Jaysin, you're a recording artist, and your music is very unique. It's a mixture of like pop meets soul meets R&B. How would you describe your music?
Actually, you did a great job just now. I call it Pop with Soul. It was a moniker that was given to me by a good friend of mine, Raina Shaw. And she just walked in the studio one day and she's like, you know, you don't have a typical pop voice. You don't have a typical pop direction with your sound. And she says, I think it's pop with soul. And it just stuck.
Okay.
So there you go. Yeah.
So I'm going to go right to the viewer questions.
Sure.
Well, let's start with Lee Wang on Facebook asked, this is kind of random, but what is your favorite TV show?
I did see that, yeah. My favorite TV show right now is probably Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
You know, it's incredible, it's edgy. I love stuff that takes risks, you know.
Okay. Are you a reality TV show kind of guy?
You know, I've checked out a lot of stuff. I was, you know, listening to the radio, or I listened to your show before we got on right now. And so I know Bethany, I know these people you're talking about. I have actually gotten really into the Real Housewives of Atlanta because I like Candy Burris. You know, she's a very impressive woman.
Yep.
And I love what she does, you know, musically. But yeah, I do watch a lot of reality. You know, it's on, and so it's just kind of fun to sometimes numb your mind.
Right, it's kind
That's
of
the way
like
I look at it.
it's almost like a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh no, I don't do it, but yeah, I guess I do.
Anna wrote in and she wants to know, who is your inspiration?
You know, I'm inspired by a lot of people. You know, it's too bad I didn't get a chance to meet Michael Jackson. I actually know people now that they're in my camp that probably would have been able to introduce me to Michael, and that would have been incredible. But you know, early on, seeing him and like Bobby Brown, you know, I've seen some old tapes of Bobby Brown and stuff. I just love strong performers as well as singers, and that's the people I usually gravitate to a lot. Elvis, you know, anybody who's got a really, really strong presence on stage, but can also execute and they write. They're a well-rounded performer and someone I look up to.
Now, do you draw some of your inspiration in your music through, you know, those people as well?
I definitely do, and I see like some other people that are, you know, right now at the same era as me, like Bruno Mars. I see a lot of that, you know, coming back with what he does. So, you know, Bruno is definitely someone I really like right now because, you know, he emulates, you know, some of the same people that I was inspired by as a little kid.
Another question, we just got this tweeted in by oh goodness, this is a long Twitter, at Isla ISL Asian X Jackie Bilan. She wants to know, what is your favorite song out of all the songs you have currently created? Hashtag Ask Jaysin.
You know, I know you were teasing this earlier, and you're talking about it being "Cause Everything," but it's "Cause Every Time," and this
Oh my
song
God, I
is.
can't believe I screwed that up. My bad.
Dude, no worries, no worries. I just wanted to make sure people.
It's
knew
been
how
one of those Fridays.
yeah, and I understand, and man, we're both busy guys, so it's
Yeah.
all good. But yeah, that thing has really been a monster. I'm very happy and blessed. Thank you, Howard Rosen Promotions, as well for helping us push it on the radio, and all my fans, and I love you. That song is definitely one of my favorites. I think we're really going to be excited when Hands on Me drops next year.
That was another question we got. They wanted to know when that was going to be released.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's going to drop next year. You know, things are so busy. We're looking at a lot of college opportunities as far as tours. I'd love to, you know, join Monster as far as what they're doing during the summer. So, you know, a lot of these things happen. They take months and months to plan.
Yep.
But I think I like all my songs. I love all my songs equally because they're all my little babies.
Now, what got you started in music? Did you start young? What, like, where did you get it? Because you're also a songwriter. You write your material as well.
Yeah, I started at about 5 years old singing in church, school. My sister plays amazing piano, so we have a lot of musicality in my family. But no one really thought really to just, you know, be brave and make it a career. And so yours truly did. And along the way, it's really helped a lot, you know, because of their musicality to keep me grounded on what matters most, which is music as an art form.
Right.
And because of that, I was kind of pushed to originally write, you know, songs. As a little kid, I just sang and performed, and I had, you know, nerves of steel, so I could perform anywhere at any time. And but I became a writer in high school because, you know, some good influences, people that I knew that were in high school were like, hey man, you should just start writing your own stuff. And I think that's been one of the best influences and best things that have happened to me in my career thus far, because I was forced to write, you know, at least originally it was a forced situation, but then I really grew to love it. I have really got to know who I am. You know, it really causes you to think deeper and be original and be real.
Now, where do you see your music taking you in regards to your evolution of Jaysin Voxx as an artist?
Well, I mean, around the world 5 times.
That would be epic. Yep.
You know? Hopefully, you know, we'll be looking at Grammys, and I think the chance to work with some really, really talented people out there. I love collaborations. I grew up in the Bay Area, Oakland, San Jose, Fremont, you know, all over the place. I know the Bay well. And one of the things I picked up right away from the Bay was we all in this together. So we need to work as a team. Right. And so I've loved collaboration since high school, you know, so you just never know what's going to get pulled out of you when you work with other people as a team.
What would be a dream person that you could collaborate with?
I think it'd be great to work with Bruno. I think we would kill the stage, man. So, you know, holler at me, boy.
Yeah. Maybe we can get you to, like, work with him for the Super Bowl. We'll do, like, a Twitter campaign, because he's doing the halftime show. So we'll get you to, you know, get a little cameo in there.
That'd be great, man.
We'll get a Twitter campaign going for you.
I love it. Yeah, I think that's great. I know you're the man to do it, too, man. You know, I love it. You know, I wanted to say something earlier about what you were talking about, you know, if you don't mind me jumping in.
Yeah, go right ahead.
You know, I like all the positivity that you bring to the table, and, you know, on the whole Baldwin issue, I just think people need to be careful what they say, because words have power, you know, and I throw that out there. And, you know, to also let you know that we're doing our own thing for a typhoon support. I don't know about Jennifer's 10%, but all the proceeds that we're doing for this benefit concert in LA will go to the Philippines.
When is that concert?
Yeah, when is it? It will be on the 7th of December. Okay. And all the information that anybody could possibly need is on my
your website, right?
Exactly, yep. And Facebook, Jaysin Voxx, you know, JaysinVoxx. And make sure you spell it right. You'll always find me. That's all my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
And your website is also JaysinVoxx.com, guys. It's really easy to find him. He's got a great website. He's got videos up there for you. And he's got his music up there. He's got everything. He's going to keep you up to date. So be sure to make that your go-to spot to follow him. One quick question we got from Laura Rodson, which is a question I always kind of ask recording artist, is 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
Receiving my 4th Grammy.
Okay. I love your confidence. I gotta give it to you. I love your
Yeah,
confidence.
thank you, man. Ain't nothing but to do it, you know. So it's like, I just feel like we're touching hearts and souls on a level that I'm really excited about, and I feel very blessed.
Also, real quick, because I want to talk about your single that's out right now, Cause
Yeah.
Every Time. Sorry about that before. It is climbing the charts. What is going on with that? Epic. Where is it at today? Because every time, I'm noticing on your Facebook, Jaysin Voxx Music, you're posting it every time it's climbing up the charts. So where are we at now?
And and that's thanks to my team, Team Voxx, Team Jaysin. Thank you everybody for all the work you've been doing. That's why you're seeing all those posts. So my heart, thank you to everybody for that. It is now at 56. We're a couple slots down from Robin Thicke, who's another artist that I really think is incredible. And we're also near, some of the other like One Direction and other artists that are very well known and soon to be yours truly.
Yeah, you're like I saw in the one of the pictures you're right above Ariana Grande. Like
yes,
that's definitely a pat on the back moment.
I'm in good company.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you, Jaysin, so much for being on the show. I know this took almost like a month in the making, but we finally got you here. Guys, everything you can find on Jaysin at JaysinVoxx.com. You'll find all the links to his Twitter and Facebook and his other social media. So be sure to check that out and download his new single, Cause Every Time. It's definitely an epic song. I do have it in rotation on my iPod right now. So, Jaysin, thank you once again, for being on the show. It was awesome to have you on.
Thank you, Matt. I had a great time, and my heart goes out to everybody in the Philippines. My prayers are with you.
All right, guys, that's Jaysin Voxx. This is In or Out, pun intended, here on InRavio.com. We're going to go and come right back because I have an epic, when I mean epic, I mean epic, Outhole of the Week. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Village Music Shop in Mastic. Anyway, you all know my dog, Mr. Big. Yeah. Well, Dudes and Dudettes Village Music Shop has been in business for over 37 years, serving musicians with the best products and service around. Oh, they have private lessons on all instruments and in all styles of music in their new state-of-the-art digital teaching studios, with the excellent sales and service of guitars, drums, school band instruments, amps, PAs, as well as sheet music, books, and accessories. Basically, dudes, everything musical. Right, Big? Yeah. Chill out. Village Music has rentals on all instruments, even PA systems for your parties and barbecues. Oh, cool. Dudes, Village Music Shop never has a sale on stuff because every day our prices are lower than all the competition. Stores, internet, whatever, guaranteed. Yeah. So come to Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Phone 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Anyway.
InRavio.com.
Oil City Skate Park, Long Island's only indoor skate park. Skateboarding, BMX, inline skating, open 7 days a week. Nearly 150 decks by Baker, Flip, Girl, Chocolate, Real, Plan B, Crimson, Zero, Element, DGK, Bogata, and more. The best in tees, hoodies, wallets, trucks, wheels, bearings, t-shirts, hats, and DVD. New York's largest Santa Cruz dealer. Introducing Jark Skateboards, Europe's best-selling deck. Oil City Skate Park, 3565 Maple Court, Oceanside, New York. Phone 516-442-0706 or go to www.oilcitysk8.com for more info.
InRavio.com. Welcome to the future of radio. InRavio.
Hey, this is Chuck from the Two Guys and a Chick Show. Check us out Wednesday nights from 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time, where we talk about stupid news, email bag, and all-around BS. Two Guys and a Chick Show, only on InRavio.com, broadcasting to the world.
What are you waiting for? Everyone else is advertising on the internet. Shouldn't you? Tired of small returns on phone books, newspapers, radio ads, TV ads, coupon books, direct mail? Everyone is on the internet every day. Advertise on the internet for as low as $100 a month. Over 250,000 impressions per month on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Enravio.com, and more. Go to the Advertise With Us page on Ravio.com and get started today.
And we are back, and I want to let you know, the best part about Enravio is we love that you watch, so we give away tickets to concerts. So Enravio.com has tickets to see Megadeth at the Paramount in Huntington, New York, and we want to send you. Click on the contest tab above after the show to enter to win a pair of tickets to the December 3rd show. For more information about the show, you can go to ParamountNY.com for more information. So go win some tickets. Okay, now, the outhole of the week. Everybody get ready. Get in the chat. I see you in the chat box. I cannot wait for you to hear this story. Okay, so it starts off like this. An Iowa pastor and youth counselor, Brent Garowick, I can't say his last name, but it doesn't really matter. He has claimed with a straight face, pun intended, that he was trying to cure teenage boys of their homosexual urges by having sex with them. Is this not an oxymoron? I'm pretty sure it is. But he has had his sentence reduced from 17 years in prison to sex offender treatment and probation. Since this pastor confessed to having sex with 4, I repeat 4, underage boys, 8 additional young men have come forward saying they were sexually violated by the 31-year-old pastor. He is no longer a pastor at the Victory Fellowship Church, thank God, pun intended, believed that he could rape away the gay. I'm going to repeat myself. He believed he could rape away the gay. Is this for real? He needs to go to psychiatric help with Miss Dina Lohan. Or he's luring them in, Willy Wonka style. I mean, let's be for real. What does it say? We got it? If you come with me, I'll give you candy. Are you serious? This guy is out of his mind. So he should be in prison, and he should stay in prison, but he is out. Let's see here. One of his ardent opponents in his wife, Erin, I repeat, he has a wife, Erin. She has spoken out against both him and the reduced sentence he received after initial 17 years he was to serve in prison. Her quote is, I don't want my children anywhere near him, she told a local news channel. I wouldn't want anybody near him either. I think he should have remained in prison. It's just beyond me that this man thought he could rape away the gay. Even, those churches that they're going to convert you to get you to be straight again, all that is nothing but BS. So the Iowa court system is, in my mind, joining Mr. Brent in the outhole of the week. So that is the top of the hour. That is the show. It is Friday night. Let's get busy and boogie and do some good stuff. Tonight, I am not sure what I'm going to be doing, but I'm hoping to forget about today. Hope you guys had a great time on the show today. I want to thank Jaysin Voxx once again for being on the program. Be sure to check him out at JaysinVoxx.com. You can find out everything there is about him. I want to thank my sponsors, Camelot Limos and Hair Goddess of New York, for their generous support. Stay tuned. I have a great show coming up next week. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at OnlyMattMartin. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next week here. You just watched In or Out, pun intended, on InRavio.com. Have a good one.